What's up, guys? It's your boy Ruin. We are back for another Trails of Cold Steel video. So last time we finally met Gideon. We got a name. We bodied him, clapped up the Jaeger dropouts, and we squashed that spider. So now we're about to see the ending of our field study at Nord. We're gonna see how everything concludes. We still have to deal with the Republic Army and their military airships. So let's see how we negotiate our way out of this. Because I believe a certain somebody is about to pull up here for the clutch. So I actually haven't. So I did upload a video before this one a couple days ago, but I actually myself have not played this game in almost a week. So I am looking forward to this. We're about to see the wrap up for this chapter. Ending went pretty smooth, right? I did it first try. GG's raps. Demolished them without any problems whatsoever. So now we gotta work our way through these negotiations with the Republic Army because they still don't know what the situation that's going on here, right? They're thinking that we're attacking them. Like why are, like, you know what I mean? Like they don't know what the actual truth is that's going on. Because even if we like tell them, like they don't have no reason to believe us unless a certain somebody can fix it up. A certain somebody. Oh, Milliam. She's in her agent mode right now. I feel like she plays that role a lot more than once she joins our class, because then she just acts like a regular kid. Oh, just somebody you don't need to know. You don't need to worry about her. One of the children. White rabbits. Oh, man. What are you gonna do, Milliam? But my affiliation. Did this big brain, my main man's big brain over here, figure it out? Is that him? Yeah, it is him. So I believe, so this is the first time he ever appears in Trails of Cold Steel, but if I'm not mistaken, he does show up in one of the Crossbell games. But this is our first interaction with him. Like, if you've only played the Cold Steel games, this is the first time Mr. Arondurl. I'm pretty sure I just butchered the heck out of that last name, but Lechter. Dude, his hair looks super red in this game. What the heck? Oh yeah, so see, he was in Crossbell. That's what I thought. I don't know what I don't know the details. I know he did something over there that was pretty significant to the story. But again, I haven't played any of the Crossbell games, so I have no idea. But he was in Crossbell doing something. I wonder what that could have been. Perhaps on the order of a certain somebody. Major Lechter Arundel. I still don't know how to pronounce his last name, even to this day, after playing all 4 games. Imperial, I think this is the first time we hear about the Imperial Intelligence Division, like the actual formal name of it. Because I've talked about it multiple times, but it's never actually come up. And he's going to do the negotiations, came in clutch. He did something in Crossbell that I believe was super clutch, and then he just, you know, did a quick UE, he did a U-turn, and then came right back to the Arabonia Empire, and then right back to work, you know what I'm saying? Right back to the negotiations, easy money, light work. Captain Lechter of the Imperial Intelligence Division. The same division that a certain blue-haired girl is a part of. Like, look at that, look at this. There's already, negotiations are already happening. Alright, the trade conference, which I believe is like all of the leaders, like from Arabonia, Crossbell, all of the neighboring areas of a Zumerian continent. Yep. So remember, Issues between the noble faction, which are the great houses are in the like the forefront of, like they're the ones that are leading that side, and on the other side you got the commoners, who the leader is the Blood and Iron Chancellor. Oh. Nah, he's not funny at all. I don't know what she's talking about. Yo, this scene looks so different. Like just from the higher HD, like the higher HD resolution, it looks so good. Looks super clean. But yeah, we finally met Lechter, and we heard the mention of children for the first time, and we heard the mention of the Imperial Intelligence Division for the first time. So the story plot is starting to get a move on. It's starting to moving forward. It's starting to move forward quite nicely here. Isn't the Intelligence Division the branch of the Imperial Army responsible for gathering and processing information? So pretty much, right, Milliam is an agent for that place. So that's how she got that information about Aurochs Fort. She was trailing the third party. So she got that information from Lechter through the Intelligence Division. The way that Milliam came here to Nord, also how Lechter knew to come here to negotiate with the Republic Army is also because of the Intelligence Division. So now we've met all three of the Imperial Army, all three parts. The Armor Divisions, which, right, the guy right here, Zex Vander, he's in a division of the Armor Divisions. So that's one part of the Imperial Army. Then we've got Claire, Captain Claire, and the RMP. And then lastly, last but not least, that we just met right now, Captain Lechter, who is at the head of the Intelligence Division. So now we have all three parts. We fully met the noble, not the noble faction. We fully met the commoner faction. Basically, they're the ones, like the Imperial government's the ones representing the commoner faction, essentially, because the Chancellor Osborne is a commoner, but he's in governmental, like he's in a government position. And we've almost met the other side. All we've met so far is Duke Alberia. I'm pretty sure we meet the other ones. Maybe not in this game, but for sure in 2, because y'all know why if you played these games. Ironblood Children. We're also getting a name for the Ironbloods as well. The nicknames, right? White Rabbit, all that good stuff. Ironbloods are said to be a group of Hutes with high intelligence, special abilities taken in by the Chancellor. Remember Gideon, he called them children, one of the children. They answer specifically to him. It's basically like his little, if you guys watch Hunter x Hunter, it's basically like, so you know how Meruem, the Chimera Ant King, has the little royal guards? That's kind of like what the Ironblood Children is. It's kind of like his royal guards in a way, in a sense. Something doesn't feel right about it. Maybe because Milliam, what kind of ordinary girl has a puppet that pops out and then pops in out of thin air? Who else? Like a little small short girl? Maybe that's what's unordinary, baby girl. Yeah, he's like, he already knows. We're straight now. It's all good. Lechter's on the job. It's GG's. It's over. Negotiations are a done deal. Let's grab our train ticket. Let's head back to the Empire. Let's prepare for the next field study, because the next one I am terrified for. In the Imperial capital, I am absolutely terrified. Because now the difficulty is really going to start picking up once we go back. Yeah, he's already known. Like, Zex Vander already knows. Like, as soon as Lechter showed up, one of the children, not even one, 2. We had 2 of the Ironblood Children solve this situation. Obviously, Milliam had the help of a squad of meddling kids. Without us, she would have failed. But still, Ironblood Children, and then Lechter showed up, another Ironblood Children. So 2 out of the 3. 2 out of the 3. This classic music where you know it's all hunky dory. Yo, I love this. The sunset in Nord is so beautiful. Wow, absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, so now like Zex Vander knew, right? Because anytime Lechter comes, things always happen. Look at this. Look at the sunset. Look at the sunset. Gorgeous. Wow. The HDR really does make a huge difference. Look at this. Wow. It's kind of distracting me from what it totally distracted me from what I was about to say. But it's probably not that big a deal. Let's just move on. Let's move on with the story. And that's a wraps. Chapter 3, our third field study is over. We succeeded. Everyone made it back alive, or everyone's going to make it back alive. No major casualties, no injuries. We had a couple of bumps in the road, but we dusted off our shoulders, and we just kept moving forward. Kept moving forward relentlessly. Same day. Oh, that's right, that's right. Dude, the theme for this third party is so freaking good. Wow. It's some of the best OSTs.
時間通りか。
Okay, so now remember, this is the same day right after the events at the Ancient Quarry.
同志 G、 お疲れだったようだな。
Oh man, dude, the design of that mask, I think is so dope. It reminds me like if y'all watched when you were kids, or even recently, like the I think it was called like Power Rangers Jurassic Force or something, where the red helmet had like the spikes on it.
わざわざこちらの方に来てくれたのか。
まあ、一応リーダーを務めさせてもらっている身だ。
I can't believe this guy's here right now. Yo.
なかなかの戦果だったようだな。
ふん、慰めは結構だ。本来なら共和国との紛争が始まり、あの男の隙を作れたはず。
The him he's referring to is the Chancellor, the Blood and Iron Chancellor.
それがこの低たらくだ。
He's always so serious.
しかし、この結果すらも我々にとって今後有利に働く。あらゆるところでくさびを打ち込まれるリスクを意識させることでな。
So, what I find very interesting about this is the statement where Gideon just said the purpose was to let Chancellor's guard down, like to let his guard down. So does that mean they're doing some activity somewhere else? I feel like I was right on that. Because I don't think it can be confirmed because we don't actually know their specific activities at this instant in the story. We'll go later on, obviously, but not right now. I don't think we get to that. But what exactly, because where are the other two members? Like, where are the other members of this party at right now? What are they doing? So I'm pretty sure they're doing something in like split areas of the Empire. And second of all, I think they're also doing this for information. To get more information on the children. Because of what the mask guy just said right here.
アイスメイデンにもスケアクローにも読み切ることは叶うまい。
Scarecrow being the nickname for Lechter. His Ironblood Children name.
違いない。
And of course, Icy Maiden, we know everyone's lovely RMP princess. Or RMP queen, rather.
早速次の一手の仕込みに取り掛かるとしよう。
For the next step of their plan. Okay.
いよいよ我らの存在を世に知らしめる。
Yeah, I definitely think this was to like distract them, to point the chancellors and the RMP and the television division, all their resources into the situation with the Republic. Because you know, if any problem with the Republic is a huge deal, because that's external wars, right? So not only would they have problems internally, but now they'll have external problems. Like they don't want that. So I definitely feel like they were preparing on the other two members of this third party. They were preparing for what's next, which at the world stage, which we're going to get into in this next chapter here.
その調子だ。
Now things are really going to start turning up. Things are about to turn up now. We're starting to see some of the underhanded plots, some of the antagonists, you feel me? The turmoils. We're already seeing within turmoils, external turmoils. Ooh, Sarah! Instructor Sarah.
やれやれ、なんとかなったみたいね。
Remember, she left the morning. That morning we left for the field study, that day. She didn't say hi or bye to us, but she left. Her and Sharon both left.
A 班のメンバーも無事だし、戦争もなんとか回避できたし。
So what happened at the island though? Like what happened at the island, I wonder? Because they wouldn't have had any issues with the...
情報局の連中が出張ってきたのは驚きだけど。
Like, I don't think that group would have had problems with, like, common or noble conflict, except in the actual city itself. But on the island, I can't see any of those issues happening.
国の高速飛行艇ラインフォルドの最新型か。
A jet black airship, probably one of Reinford's last models. One of Reinford's latest models, rather, not last, latest.
軍の偵察機や貴族や資産家の道楽に使われてるみたいだけど。
The nobles and the rich just use them for fun.
そのあたり心当たりはないのかしら。
Was that a clue? And guess who else is here? I told you, the greatest, the goat of all maids. Anime, JRPG, I don't care. She's the goat of maids. Are you kidding me? Look at her. How?
本当にサラ様はお鋭くて困ってしまい
Like
ます。
in Cold Steel 1, you really do feel the gap between Sarah, Sharon, and then the rest of Class 7. Like the gap is immense. Like look at them. They both left at the beginning of the field study. Sharon literally cooked us food at Rower. She was at Rower at the airport with Irina. She was supposed to be doing a job for Irina, and now she's here. Was this part of the job Irina wanted to do? Because remember, Sarah said that this was that airship was the latest Reinford model. So maybe Elisa's mother Irina wanted Sharon to look into that, like why there was a missing airship out of their inventory, like who possibly within the their industry could have made it. I definitely think that's a possibility there.
よく言うわ。半分くらい試してたくせに。
Dude, I love these two's interactions.
それにちょっとばかり気配に心当たりがあったから。2年くらい前の事件とか。
2年前でございますか？
So if you played the liberal games, you know the inside joke. I didn't play it, but I am aware that these two have met before
まあいいわ。
in a particular incident.
それよりも本当に知らないのね。今の黒い高速飛行艇の出所。
残念ながら RF グループの製造記録には載っていない船のようです。
Yeah, see, I definitely feel like Irina's job for her was to look into the missing airships.
あくまで表面上ではですが。
Yo, when her eye expression changes like that, you know it's serious.
いろいろあるみたいね。
Reinford has his own issues. That's definitely going to play a role in the near future and in the later future.
まあいいわ。私はこれから集落の方に顔を出すけど。あんたの方はどうするの？
Two fine. I don't want to say old, but like older women. Like, I guess, like, because aren't they in their 20s? Like, isn't Sarah in her 20s here? So, I don't really know how to describe them, but what I was going to say is Gwen is about to get a massive nosebleed in about 30 seconds from now. He's about to get a massive nosebleed, a massive one.
大旦那様への挨拶もありますし、ご一緒させていただければ。
And we all know how much he loves being called Master. Master Gwen, he loves that.
何よりアリサお嬢様の驚くお顔も見られそうですし。
That's also like every single time she seriously be teasing her and be making fun of her.
やれやれ。あの子も大変ね。
Yo, Alisa met her grandfather here, and now Sharon is all of a sudden showing up. All of a sudden, out of nowhere. Because we totally didn't meet her at the Rower airport before the field study started, right? Alright. The next day. And that's it. We're about to head back. Gaius has to say goodbyes to his family. Because, you know, he's not coming back anytime soon. Well, like, relatively soon. And that's it. That's our time at Nord. We're not going to be able to hear these OSTs, the Nord music, for another whole game. So I believe the music doesn't change in Coast 2 too for this place. Oh, this music really sets the mood. Absolutely, I love it. So freaking good. Yeah, these games really hit you in the feels. That's one of the reasons, major reasons I love Trails of Cold Steel, like the Trails games. Sometimes they overdo it with the cheesy stuff, but still. Majority of animes and JRPGs like that have that, so I don't have a big major problem with it. We learned a lot here. Right, this is a great experience. We learned a lot. Look at this guy. Yup. I told you. He's about to have a nosebleed. I knew it. And then her and her freaking... Her little, I guess, fetish for older men. Although, you know, a certain somebody, a certain harem king is going to change her opinions. Remember, we had that little starry night with her. She finally figured things out because of my mans. So this is a little bit more of the Reinford family. Ever since the Orbo Revolution, the Reinford Company has created the technology that defined people's modern lives. Oh, it's gonna define lives in the near future, like, massively. From railways to heating to washing machines to tanks. All sorts of things. What he regrets is building the Resha-hos, the railway guns. I thought so. Zex Vanders is shook right now. Because, you know, he's in the army, so he... Obviously. Those railway guns are little more than instruments of mass murder. They're literally... they could literally wipe out an entire freaking town off the map, like. And they're pointed right at Crossbell. Which is insane. Literally holding them hostages. They have no real strategy in war. Their sole purpose is to be a weapon of mass destruction. To stop potential Republic army invasion. That's how much of a problem like the Republics and the Calvert and Ereboni has. Which, playing through this game... Okay, so this is Zex Vander right here. It's an unpleasant truth to acknowledge, but I have no rebuttal. So yeah, what I was gonna say is... I'm interested in seeing, not Hajimare, Kurono Kiseki. I'm very curious to see how they're going to relate Erebonia with them, right? Like if they're going to relate the two at all. And are we going to be able to see like the aspects of the issues between both areas in their perspective now? Because that seems very interesting. That's very interesting. Something I'd like to know. Plus he wanted to, let's be honest, he wanted to chill out for a little bit. He wanted to take a break. The company environment, my daughter's leadership of it, things have changed. Hey. There's also a certain somebody is there to keep her company. When you put your head together with such a diverse group, you're bound to see things you might not have otherwise. One of the reasons I do feel like Class 7 became a thing. Because remember, I definitely feel like the founder, you know, the GOAT founder of Class 7, that guy, I feel like he predicted some of these issues and set up Class 7 based off some of the stuff he saw in his previous experiences, and built up this diverse group. There you go. There you go, baby girl. Let's get it. It's one of the reasons she's my bae right here. Oh, don't worry. I'll protect her. I'll protect her with my life. You're good. Her and my sister. My Imoto and Elisa. I'll protect those two with my life. Oh. Whoa, bro, chill. I need my maid. I like how the screen shook, cause he got shook and the screen shook. I kind of like that. All right. By Nord, absolutely gorgeous, beautiful. I was not expecting the new the PS5 to make that much of a difference, if I'm being completely honest. And I'm not capping. Like, you guys saw some of that. Like, it looks way better than when you just play this game, like when you played the game originally, like before. Like, look at that. Everything's so much more clear. I love it. I can't stop emphasizing because it's just so mesmerizing to me. And that is the end of chapter 3. That is the end of chapter 3. Our time in Nord. So, a lot of things happened. We got to meet Gaius' family. We got to see Nord, mainly, specifically, like, everyone in, like, everyone besides Gaius got to see Nord, right? Like, Emma, Reen, Elisa, Eustace, because they're mostly in the Empire. They finally got to see that, finally got to see the outside, and we learned a couple of new key pieces of information. First of which is some of the tension between Calvard and the Empire, right? We got to see that at first hand, specifically, right? Like an indirect attack that involved a separate party, and the fact that they got hit so close to Nord, where we have the Imperial Watchtower and Zender Gate. That little incident was able to set off sparks for war like that instantly. So we got, and the only reason why war didn't come off is because of Millium, a certain group of meddling kids, as well as the captain of the Imperial Intelligence Division, Lechter Arundel. So if he didn't show, even though we bodied we tied up. We got the Jaeger losers, the dropouts that were responsible for the attack. Even if we had them captive and we handed them over, if Lechter wasn't there in order to do the negotiations, like, it would have all just gone into the toilet. Like, they would have still attacked, I feel like. But that guy came in clutch. Like always, he always comes in clutch for the negotiations. But yeah, a lot of truths. We got to see the third party. They're definitely going to be playing a role in the new future. So now we have another dynamic in the conflict and the turmoil and the chaos in the Everbonian Empire, right? We got noble faction, commoner faction issues, right? The head of the noble faction, no, the head of the commoner faction rather, is basically the chancellor, right? The imperial government. At the other side, you have the nobles, the great houses. Those two are clashing, and then you have this third party. So now, how does this third party relate into this situation? We'll get into more in the future, but basically all that was revealed for now is that they're trying to take the Chancellor down. And I do feel like the plots that they had in this section of the game, where they tried to hire the Jaeger dropbacks to cause the attack, to cause conflict with Calvard between the Empire, to distract the Chancellor, to split up and separate and keep distance between the children, which is the first time we heard them mention the children, but to keep them distance, I definitely feel like that's a setup. And they're basically the initial parts of their plotting in order to get their necessary, like, requirements they need to meet in order to exact their goal and plan for the next chapter, where they want to to essentially introduce themselves to the world, right? Their debut, their grand debut, if you will. Which that's going to be a major problem when that happens. But yeah, that's the end of this chapter. New things are happening. Conflict is rising. Chapter pacing is going to start picking up. Problems are going to stop coming. And hopefully we can make through this. We were able to get to this is about the halfway point of the game now. We got through it. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for all the support. And let's see how we finish the rest of this game. Let's see if we can complete this challenge run. Anyways, that's it for this one. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have a great day, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.